I've tried all the morning routines. I've tried journaling, I tried reading, meditating, cold showers, reviewing my goals, making my bed, and even though all these things are good, especially making your bed, none of it actually hit the spot and struck gold of the perfect morning routine. I mean, I just always found myself skipping a habit or taking a hot shower instead of a cold shower. And it just felt like a repeat of the old version of myself before I started taking routines and self-improvement seriously. And that old version of myself spent his entire morning lazy, groggy, demotivated to start the day, and spent 30 minutes moping around in bed, contemplating if I should get out of bed or sleep in. And like all of these morning habits, routines, and rituals, like they did good for like the first weeks and months of doing them. But then after a while, I just found myself back to square one and fighting my morning demons telling me to stay in bed. And this is something we all experience, the feeling of our morning alarm pulling us out of a good dream and into a reality full of distractions and responsibilities. And this initial feeling of grogginess and tired eyes keeps us chained to our beds. And without something to spark our intuition to make us jolt out of bed with excitement to start a new day filled with purpose and fulfillment, we would all live our lives miserably on repeat. And you will live your life on repeat no matter what. But the life you choose to repeat is your choice. Do you want to start every day of your life miserable as an NPC? Or do you want to start your day with inspiration, productivity, fulfillment, and creativity? So this is a morning routine that I've been doing to solve that exact issue. And it's not something that I invented. I just adopted routines from a plethora of different people and just tailor them to my liking and to my life. So I've taken routines from some of my favorite influencers and creators like Dan Koe, Andrew Huberman, Ali Abdaal, and many, many more. And I just added the habits I liked from their routines and simply just dropped the ones I didn't like. And so what I've done in this writing for both me and you is that I condense my everyday morning routine ritual into a 4-step process that's so fucking easy to understand. It's something you could literally try tomorrow morning. And also, I don't think people see how valuable a good morning routine is because, as stated earlier, how you feel in the morning will translate to how you feel the rest of the day. So you need to feel energized and inspired in the morning to feel focused and motivated later in the day. So the first thing I do after I do the obvious business in the bathroom and changing out of my PJs is I start journaling. And I know I said earlier that journaling doesn't work for me, but that's because I was doing the wrong kind of journaling. I just always saw journaling as writing down your feelings and reflecting on what you want to accomplish that day. And yes, those are very good things, but not good enough to get me excited to start a new day. So instead, I do 2 types of journaling first thing in the morning outside in the sun. And the 2 types of journaling I do is gratitude journaling and goal-oriented journaling, or what I call bounty journaling. If you played the video game Destiny 2, you might be familiar with picking up bounties to start your day of leveling up your character or guardian, and essentially it's the same idea here. You just identify the main quest that you will complete and some side quests that you will complete that day. And I also believe that this is different from just writing down what you want to accomplish, because you're not writing down what you want to accomplish. You're writing down what you will accomplish. And you're prioritizing that main quest as the main thing you are going to complete for today. Then some other side quests that you will do that align with the 4 eternal markets, which are health, wealth, relationships, and happiness. So in short, you just identify the main quest, main goal, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and you just prioritize doing that one thing that day. And then you identify 4 side quests to do that align with those 4 eternal markets. So for me, today's bounty journaling looked like this. My main quest was to record this video. My health side quest is to do upper body training. My wealth side quest is to read for 1 hour. My relationship side quest is to go to church with my family. And my happiness side quest is to go on a walk. And for you, your bounty journaling might look something like this. Main quest, study for exam. Health side quest, drink 64 ounces of water. Wealth side quest, record a YouTube video. Relationship side quest, call grandparents. Happiness side quest, listen to my favorite playlist in the shower. And that's fucking it. Nothing fancy or complicated. Just don't overthink this. It should only take like 2 minutes to do. And then the next thing I do is another form of journaling, which is gratitude journaling. And I already know what you're thinking, that Gratitude journaling doesn't do anything for me. And my response to this is yes, I 100% understand where you're coming from. And the reason you feel like it doesn't do anything is because you're doing it incorrectly. Because I myself used to think that gratitude journaling was fucking boring and useless. And I mean, yeah, it's good to say what you're grateful for, but it never really did anything for me until I adopted a more refined technique of gratitude journaling. I'm sure when people like me and you think of gratitude journaling, we just think of writing down a single sentence saying, I'm grateful for this desk lamp. And then that's it. We don't build upon and leverage that sentence to imply any real gratitude or creativity. So if you're a creator, public speaker, storyteller, writer, or frankly anyone that likes getting new ideas, like me, then you are going to absolutely love what I'm about to share with you. The next time you do a gratitude journaling session, don't just write down, I am grateful for this desk lamp, and then stop writing. Write a whole fucking paragraph. Say something like, I am grateful for my desk lamp that is next to my computer because it allows me to have a nice bright light source shining while I am working. And the bright light that comes from my desk lamp allows me to stay focused and awake throughout my day. And it also allows me to get some bright light onto my skin and eyes when it's a cloudy day and the sun is not fully out yet. And this is extremely important because sunlight is one of the most essential things you can do to improve your health and lifestyle. And being able to substitute it when it's not present is an absolute lifesaver. By writing a whole paragraph about why you are grateful for something, not only is beneficial because you're putting yourself in a positive state of mind and acknowledging the things you might be taking for granted, but you're also revving up your brain for potentially new ideas for work and business. And in just that simple paragraph, I probably generated around like 10 different content ideas that I can use for videos or blog posts, and some personal experiences that I can use for stories and hooks. This can be a great way to get your neurons in your brain fired up early in the day, and it can even be a greater exercise for creators. After I finish my 2 journaling sessions, which should have taken at max like 10 minutes, I go on a 10 to 20 minute walk outside in my neighborhood. However, it's not just any walk. Remember what I told you earlier, that you need to feel energized and inspired in the morning to feel focused and motivated later in the day? Well, this is exactly that. After you put yourself in a good state of mind with the bounty and gratitude journaling, you are going to energize and inspire yourself with a walk while listening or reading something of your choice. For me, I usually just listen to a YouTube video of my favorite creators that inspire me and who I aspire to be like, and just absorb myself with the valuable information that they are preaching. And this helps me generate some ideas that I can use in my work, business, and lifestyle that I can implement as soon as I finish my walk. And you could pretty much listen to anything of your choice. You could even read if you want to, but I mean, reading and walking, it isn't entirely recommended for safety reasons. I mean, if anything, just listen to an audiobook. But this walk is such a powerful protocol I do in my day because I kill so many birds with one stone. I get sunlight, I generate new ideas and inspire myself. I move my body, exercise, and get some steps in. I clear my mind and absorb myself into nature and reality. I rejuvenate myself with the nice cold morning air blowing in my face. I have some friendly interactions with other people walking by, saying good morning and smiling to me. It's just overall such a positive thing to do while sparking my creativity and inspiration. And this will be the fuel for the next habit of this morning routine. Alright, so I just put myself into a positive state of mind and I sparked my creativity and inspiration. And now it's time to actually use my mind to build and create something. So I spend the next hour of my morning doing deep work for something that is related to achieving my goals. Sometimes it's studying, or sometimes it's a workout, but most of the time it's just writing. I just take whatever I just learned from the video I listened to on my walk, and I write about that topic for 1 whole hour of undistracted focus. And then whatever I produce in that hour becomes at least one of these 5 things: a YouTube video, a blog post, an email for my newsletter, a couple of tweets, or gets completely scrapped and archived. Most of the time it gets completely scrapped and archived, but that's okay because it already served its purpose. I am not just writing to write, I'm writing to develop skills for my life's work. Whatever I write will turn into some form of content that I can publish and hopefully make an impact on the world. Even the writings that get scrapped and archived, I don't scrap and delete them. I scrap and archive them. If I don't end up liking whatever I wrote in that hour, it's perfectly fine because it can still be useful in the future, just not right now. This is also something I picked up from Dan Koe that he calls the power hour, which is completely different from the drinking game. This is actually productive and good for you. And by doing these 4 daily habits every morning, I set up my day for success and fulfillment. And I'm able to work towards my goals and the things that I want to accomplish in my life, all within the first 1 to 2 hours of my morning. And that is a feeling that rises above all else. And so I invite you to try this morning routine for at least a week. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. Just take whatever you like from it and ditch the rest. Even if you end up not adopting any of my practices, so be it. The point that matters is that you experimented with something new, and that is something almost no one does in today's society. Also, my link to my newsletter and other social medias will be linked in the description. They all serve as like my public journal / note-taking system where I'm documenting my journey towards success and fulfillment and just sharing the lessons I've learned with you. So if you want to check that out and learn something new, feel free to do so. And as always, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.